Hi, this is Jeff from simpleforexsystem.net and forexautoscaler.com. And due to a couple of requests, actually, that I got from some people on my list and on my YouTube channel, this is a review of the X-Brain method forex system. It's something put out by the guys over at Element Forex. And their tagline is use your X-Brain to profit, not think. And actually, you know, this is going to be a very quick review because there's really not that much to talk about and show and say. But the reality is if you can see and hear, you're probably going to do pretty well with the system. They've come out with a very simple to use, very simple to follow, very simple to understand trading method, which also has the added benefit of being pretty effective when it comes to your entries. And they give you targets to aim for, so you know your exits are already sort of predetermined as well. It's a pretty solid system. So give me a couple of minutes here. I'll walk you through it, and then you can make a decision whether or not it's for you or not. Now, before we get started into the actual nuts and bolts of the system, let me just take a minute here and comment on a couple of things about the downloading and installation. If you do download, you know, if you are a buyer of this package and you download it, it's going to come in an exe file. And exe files, which are basically executable files, they're applications. These are the things that are going to set your antivirus programs, your anti-malware programs, whatever, sets them on high alert. And you're probably going to get, most of you are going to get it blocked. Or you're going to get a message saying that it's been blocked. And in order to get around that, you want to look in that message for some kind of a link that says more information or more options, or you know, whatever it is that your particular provider tells you or gives you as an option to continue. And if you'll click on the link inside the box it's telling you that it's been blocked, it will open up and usually give you the option to proceed anyway. So you want to go ahead and click that. These guys are not sending you viruses. They're merely trying to install a small program, which you can delete when you're done, that will install this method automatically into your platform. So you're not the one that has to go through and do all the, you know, click the file tab, click the open data folders, you know, all that nonsense. These guys make it pretty easy. And the other thing is, when you get to the installation page, which you're seeing right now, this is the installation window that will open up when you finally get their application file installed and running. You're going to want to probably go into your C files, wherever it is you have your platforms installed. And in mine, this is the picture straight off their website, okay? And they have like MetaTrader 4 as the installation file. I actually have files or folders for 3 or 4 different platforms that I have from 3 or 4 different brokers. And so just pick the one that you want to use and then just click install. It will automatically be put in for you. And all you have to do is drag and drop a template onto a working chart and you're in business. But anyway, I just wanted to go over that because it seems simple, but you know, you do have to do some clicking around here. You may have to go into the C drive. You'll have to probably look for program files and open that folder up, and inside program files you'll probably find the folders for your brokers, and that's where you want to go ahead and click in order for this install button to activate, and then you just click install and you're good to go. So anyway, I just wanted to get that out of the way right up front. So let's go take a look at the program itself. Okay, once you have the program installed onto your platform, one thing you're going to do is they will provide you with a when you make the purchase, you're provided with a receipt number of some sort. And the first time you try to use this system, it's going to require you to input that receipt number, you know, copy and paste it into a window. You'll do that. You'll click OK, and then this is the screen that will show up, minus all of the graphics here about signals and profits and whatever. This is a signal dashboard, and it gives you a lot of information that, you know, okay, maybe you need it, maybe you don't, I don't know. The only thing you really care about is, number one, volatility, because then you have an idea of whether or not, you know, you're probably looking for small moves or bigger moves. Volatility goes from like low to normal to high, and it will tell you if it's okay to trade, and sometimes it will tell you it's not okay to trade. So I mean, you want to pay attention to that. If you're in a time period, say that no man's land between the end of New York and the opening of the Australian banks. It's like 4:30 to 5:30. A lot of times it's pretty flat, nothing's happening, and you'll see a volatility is low, and it'll say don't trade. But what you're looking for right down here is the X-brain signal. The X-brain signal tells you trade or wait. Those are your two options. If it says wait, you wait. If it says trade, you trade. This is what I was talking about when I said that as long as you've got an eye and an ear, that will allow you to see and hear, because there are signals that will pop up, and there's two types. You get your normal signal. You get a specialty pop-up window from these guys. And the great thing about this pop-up window, if you're like me, I trade, but a lot of times if nothing's going on, I close my platform. Not close it necessarily. I minimize it, and then I go do something else on the computer. Whether I'm writing letters or emails or doing something that's work related or fun related or whatever. When you get a signal, this window will pop up on your PC. I don't care what is open and what is closed. As long as the platform is open and running, then you're going to get the message. And that tells you to go, look at whatever chart it is that you have running. If you have multiple charts, it'll tell you which one is giving the signal. And then you get a chance to hustle over there and trade. Now, you really don't need to worry too much about what these lines are. I mean, essentially, they're just channel lines is what it comes down to. You do get a, what they call the zigzag indicator, which is, maybe not the greatest indicator in the world, but because it tends to go pretty late. I mean, in this instance right here, the zigzag, somewhere around these candles is when the zigzag line finally shows up. And you can use that if you want as a continuation type of move. When price bounces off of it as it's moving up, that's fine. But what you're really interested in are these dotted channel lines. You're down here at the very bottom of the channel. It's kind of hard to see because they've got a bunch of crap over the top of it. Now you can't really see. But basically your target is the other channel. And so you're getting a signal down here, and I will tell you that these signal arrows, basically they seem to pop up about one behind. So when this candle closes, this one opens. About the time this one closes is when this arrow shows up. Don't worry about the arrows. The only thing you want to worry about is that signal right there where it says wait, or you want to get the one that says trade. In fact, I'll get one of those for you. Hold on just a second. Okay, here's a picture of the dashboard. Basically it says buy. It'll also say sell in the event it's a sell trade. You do have this alert that does pop up, but you're also looking for, like I said, the customized one that shows up, which is also a very nice. It's big. It's easy to read. The chime that it has is a little different than anything else I have on my computer. So when I hear it go off, if I'm not sitting here waiting to trade, if I'm off doing something else, when I hear that chime, I know that this is an X-brain signal. So that's actually kind of nice as well. So let's go back and look at the chart. So again, what you're wanting to do is you're wanting to get in when you're told to get in by the dashboard, by the program, by the X-brain trading program, and you're getting out when you hit one of these lines. Now what it will do is it will also give you additional trades, so you're not stuck. If you miss the original trade, it will give you additional entries based on their algorithm that and as soon as you get up and touch the far line again, the far signal line, there's your exit. So if you're one of these people that has a limited window of opportunity for trading, and a lot of trade signals, let's face it, a lot of them come up during London, a lot of them come up during the New York session. If you're not able to trade those sessions, you still will have multiple opportunities to get another signal that may hopefully will land during the time when you're there and available to trade. I have had this thing running for about 2 weeks. For the first week or so, all I really did was just sort of monitor the signals, see if they were any good. And what I noticed, and I did this on a shorter time frame too. The picture you're seeing here is a 4-hour chart. I don't have the patience to trade the 4-hour chart, so I was trading off the 1 and 5 minute charts. I had a crypto chart up, and I had the US 30 chart up. And what I was what I was finding was that a lot of times we were getting signals, and the first signal actually really didn't go anywhere. You know, I mean, you can see here this actually took, well, this took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This took 20 hours after the signal before you finally got your breakout. You know, I mean, so this is like one full 24-hour day of trading to make 70 pips. At least that's what's demonstrated in this screen cap. The shorter time frames, I noticed on the original signal, a lot of times did not really go anywhere or do anything, and oftentimes I would get a second and even a third signal. It still didn't seem to do very much. But normally, somewhere after that third signal, and maybe around the time of the fourth or right before the fourth, things really started taking off. And if you want to use that as a way of sort of manually auto-scaling your additional trades in, you know, if you're in one trade and it tells you that, you know, it's time to buy again, you can do that. Or you can just sit on top of your original trade and wait for something to happen and see if something happens. This is one of those programs where I think that before you're going to want to start taking these additional trades, you're going to want to see this working with your own eyes, you know, for a while, until you can kind of build up that confidence that, you know, you're not going to be in a position where you've basically put 5 or 6 or 7 trades into place and they all collapse at the same time. And I'm not saying that can never happen. Obviously it can. But most of these signals, when you get them, when you get the little chime and the new buy or sell signal off of the signal dashboard, there's at least some history anyway that says that you're relatively safe jumping in again. But, you know, I wouldn't advise doing that in the beginning. I would advise just sticking with the one trade on the original entry if you can pull it off, and then wait and see what happens, because you're going to want to build your confidence up with this. Overall, I think this is a very good, very serviceable trading method, trading system. Signals are clear. You don't have to do a lot of thinking, which is good. A lot of people don't want to. A lot of people don't want to have to sit and do analysis, and they don't want to have to, you know, do math or anything else. It's like, tell me where to get in, tell me where to get out. This tells you where to get in, and these dotted lines, the yellow one is on top and the greenish color one's on the bottom. They tell you where to get out. If you're down here buying, get out when you touch the yellow line, or at least move your stop, you know, somewhere to lock in some profit, because there's no guarantee that you're going to necessarily bounce and come back the other way. You can see that as you move up, you're moving that line with it, and that becomes the new channel line. That's how channel lines work when you're trading with the MT4, is they will continually move as price moves up. But they form this line of support or resistance. It would be support at the bottom or resistance at the top. And eventually price turns around and heads the other direction. So, and when it does, you're likely going to get a sell signal when that happens. So you want to put yourself in a position where you can take both of them if possible. Anyway, I certainly like the system. It's a little pricey. I think it's like $249 or something like that, you know. But this is one of those systems where you have that opportunity, I think, to make back your purchase price in your first couple of trades. You know, maybe even your first trade if you're trading, you know, mini lots or anything higher than that, multiple mini lots. If you're trading micros, it might take you a little bit more time. But as long as you pay attention to the signals and don't try to turn this into something of your own, you know, just wait for the signal and wait for price to hit the opposite line, get out, and, you know, you're going to be banking profit. So anyway, I hope you found this to be helpful. And I haven't talked about Rinkos. I will do another video trading this on a Rinko chart shortly. Probably a couple days from now. But so if that's what you're waiting for, hang in there. We'll get that up, as soon as I can. So hope you found this helpful, and I'll be back again later with another video. Have a good day. Bye.